what I was thinking is, yung gobyerno, okay, na privatize na ito, pumunta na sa kamay ng private sector, 40% na sa state grid of China, but our way to have eyes and ears is to buy out the local partner or the local entity, no? And which I support and which I think it's important. Kung wala man tayong kung nagkakaproblema man lang tayo dito sa whether pinapapasok ang DOE o hindi, but kung may ownership ng Republic of the Philippines, wala silang choice kundi papasok talaga tayo doon dahil tayo na may-ari noon eh. Pero I was surprised to hear na that's not a done deal yet.
It's not as per our conversations with MIC, Mr. Chair, wala pa yung how do you call it, the contract itself. There was a letter of irrevocable letter of intent, or
I thought we were celebrating na mababa yung nakuha natin. 'Di ba? Nakatipid pa tayo, ano? Napakagaling ng Maharlika team dahil nakatipid tayo, nakakuha tayo ng discount. Pero wala pa pala.
We are supposed to get
parang nabudol yata tayo eh, no? Hindi, but I'm just saying, hindi naman it's beyond the bayad eh. It's really, sabi nga ni Senator JV, it's for national security purpose. That purchase, I am not looking at making money out of it eh. I'm looking at securing the country, no? So that's the whole point. But I was surprised na wala pa palang ganun, no?
So far, we have not gotten any official communication regarding that we have 2 new members of the board. There's supposed to be 12 and an additional 2 to accommodate Maharlika. So as concessionaires, they should inform Transco for the very least, Mr. Chair, of any changes. But we'll send them official inquiry also,
and
Mr.
also
Chair.
some updates because DOE should be in the loop with this transaction because again, no, it's a national security concern, it's an energy security concern, so dapat in the loop ang DOE. So
Yes,
just
Mr. Chair.
update us with the real situation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chair, Mr. Chair. Likewise, sayang yun, no? Because I think it will be a very wise investment for Maharlika. Kasi ano to eh, tuloy-tuloy to eh. This will be a cash cow instead of putting it in investments that are not that have no certainty. At least this, tingin ko walang talo rito, and we'll hit 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll have a very good investment for Maharlika. At the same time, yun nga, yung binabagit ni Chairman din, binabagit natin, yung issue of national security. I'll move on to another topic, yung one of the things that I was really happy during the SONA PBM, nung nabanggit niya na magkakaroon tayo ng 200 bagong power plants, no? Siguro if just ilan po ba sa halos 200 power plants itong base load plants, ilan ang renewables, siguro yung breakdown lang kung talagang 200 nga. Siguro kung renewable, marami siguro talaga ito. So can you give us yung update on this?
Yes, Mr. Chair. The President mentioned, I think it's 195 power plants. May renewable tsaka yung non-renewable, totaling to about 11 gigawatts, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Chair. For that task, we have created a special task force for 200 power plants, headed by Undersecretary Fontebella and Undersecretary Marasigan. If you allow, Mr. Chair, Yusek Mario can explain further. Thank you.
Yes, Yusek Mario. So for the record, ilan po yung base load rito, power plants? Because I'm more particular, Mr. Chair, doon po sa base load kasi I think this is what we really need. Okay, we support renewables, but whether we like it or not, still intermittent eh. Iba yung base load which we will need to power our needs in the next coming decades. Sige, Yusek Mario.
Thank you, Honorable Senator JB. Actually, what we are monitoring is about 196 projects and also battery and storage systems. Then for the coal facilities that we are envisioning in the next 3 years, that would be equivalent to 970 megawatts. For the natural gas, we are eyeing for 440 megawatts. And then the rest would be in the form of renewable energies. The largest contribution would be on solar and wind. So the
So mga
total,
ilan po yung total sa renewables na megawatts that you estimate po?
ang estimates po natin sa renewables would be around 7,000 megawatts.
That's good news, no? Hopefully, it will be online. Ilan ba talaga yung ano natin? Do you have an estimate of the power generation, the power that needs that we will have in the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years? Kahit ano lang, rough estimate.
We can provide with you the actual data, which is in the form of our power outlook.
Sige po. For our better appreciation, we'll ano.
Thank you very much po.
So, of those, Music Mario probably can answer. Ilan naman dito ang committed, ongoing, or indicative pa lamang?
Lahat po yung binanggit kong projects na 196 are committed projects. So we are closely monitoring not only the administrative side of it, coordinating with concerned agencies that are involved in permitting and licensing, but also the actual, yung physical construction po ang minomonitor natin.
And according to DOE, am I correct, by 2040, we magdadagdag tayo na higit kumulang 46,000 megawatts. Yan po ang target
Yun po ang
natin.
target natin for renewables.
So, gaano kalaking bahagi gaano kalaking bahagi ng gap na ito ang masasaklaw ng kasalukuyang pipeline?
Yung po, yeah. Kung ang nasa pipeline po natin ng renewables, it will be in the tune of 20,000. But our ultimate target by 2050, just for offshore solar alone, is in the tune of 19,000 megawatts. So yun po yung ultimate target natin, particularly on the clean energy scenario. But if we want to push through with more renewables, that could even be larger in terms of offshore solar wind, which is in the tune of 50 gigawatts or 50,000 megawatts. It's a challenge. We have to put up the infrastructures, but ano naman po, we're pursuing all those challenges. Thank you.
Yung po sa Yusek Mario, about sa base load, alam naman natin we're still heavily dependent on coal. If I remember it right sa yung presentation, nasa 40% pa rin. So of the base load power plants that you intend or yung pong planong itayo ngayon, ano pong karamihan doon? Is still coal, LNG?
Well, basically po, thank you very much for the question, Honorable Senator JV. Basically, the base load capacities that we are looking at remains to be the coal thermal facilities that are not covered by the coal moratorium. But our intention for renewable energy in complement with natural gas and pump storage hydro is to make the intermittents base loads. So makikita po natin yung first project natin ng solar with battery. This is the biggest solar facility that we will have, the Terra Solar. While it is at the tune of 3.6 gigawatt in terms of installed capacity, to make it base load with a battery, it will only generate at 850 megawatts. So that means po mag-operate siya 24 hours. If that scheme can be developed further, then we are looking at renewables also turning into base load capacities. Notwithstanding that geothermal and some other storage hydros can already serve as base load facilities. Also, our initiatives for nuclear will provide us additional base load capacity. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Yusek Mario. I think yung low-hanging fruit natin, geothermal, yan na marami tayo eh. Also, LNG, kaya lang medyo very expensive to build, no? Nabanggit niyo na rin po yung nuclear power. Secretary Garin earlier mentioned that with the assumption of the Marcos administration, na-renew yung interest on nuclear energy. And what's good about it, before ang nuclear power kasi na-demonize masyado no? Because of the BNPP. For so many years, nobody would dare touch nuclear issue with a 10-foot pole. Walang politiko na magsasalita tungkol dito. And I think I had the chance to visit Bataan Nuclear Power Plant when I was a first-term senator. Sabi nila ako daw yung isa sa mga unang tumapak doon, no, na senador, dahil nga siguro takot sa repercussions because it was really demonized. But the nice thing about it, I think people now have an open mind about nuclear energy because I think most of it has been proven successful with our neighbors and in Europe, in the United States, Japan. Yun na po, with the Philippine Energy Plan of 2023, 20 to 20 targets, a phased entry of nuclear energy in line with this. What are the programs for 2026 to integrate nuclear power into our energy mix? So, meron na ba tayo nito? Yung po mga modular na proposal, or is it really still wise to rehabilitate the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant? Ano po ang plano talaga? Sec. Garin.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. On nuclear, there's so much interest in the small modular reactor. That is also why there's renewed interest, because I guess people think that it's smaller, so it's safer, no? But not technically, unfortunately, also, there's still no ready commercially available SMR in the world, except for a couple of countries, no? But although given that, we are preparing as if we're going to have whether SMR or the conventional, which could be 1,200 or 600 megawatts. We do have a target of 1,200 megawatts by 2032. It will depend, however, on the technology that we get. Who decides which technology? More or less, it will be the private, like any coal power plant or diesel or gas-fired power plant. Sila magde-decide ng commercial side. What we need, as on the government side, however, we just need to make sure that if ever somebody wants to build it at that pace, that fast, agencies have to be ready to accept na applications. So we're gearing up.
Pero the sheer size of yung pong normal nuclear plant will take about 5 to 10 years to build. Even more.
Even more, sir. Sa UAE, their first one was 14 years. Now they're down to 4 years. So it's expensive to delay it also. Naging mahal din siya. So, kailangan talaga very precise ka. Kaya we cannot rush into nuclear. We have to be ready. The agencies have to be knowledgeable. Our operators have to be knowledgeable. They have to be trained. Kaya, ang gusto lang namin na by next year, capacity building, we're done already. Preparations for the permitting, we should be finished already. Kaya, para pa may nag-apply, we understand it can be more than 5 years, but at least they can start na, we can grant a license na within 2 years or so. Yun yung objective. Construction we cannot control, Mr. Chair, but we're really, it's really part of our roadmap to have nuclear energy, at least a licensed one by within this term, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Nice to hear that. At least everybody's open about it. And I think there are a lot of good stories about it. Yung mga good, mga successful energy mix, no? Yung France, I think 70%, 70-30, no? Yung pong so
Can I just add lang? There's always a question of kaya ba to ng Pilipino? We've proven that already. We built Bataan Nuclear Power Plant actually and almost turned it on. So kaya back then, if kaya natin yan, I mean, even more so.
Kaya, tsaka yung nag-welding ng Bataan Nuclear Power Plant are female.
Yes, sir.
Kasi maganang kamay, tama?
And in fact, UAE is building 4 in a row, di ba? Most of them, the construction is done by Filipinos there. So the ability is there. We just need to make sure that everything's in place. Kaya we're confident that we can build one. Just very safe, secure, and with safeguards lang.
Yes, and then I agree that we have to be very careful about it kasi nuclear, we have to be very, yung una, safety is of top utmost priority. Ang ano lang, siguro kasi yung cost, no, siguro hindi alam ng ating mga kababayan, yung cost of generating power ng nuclear is really parang 182 pesos lang, no, compared to the other power sources of energy, nasa 6 pesos. If I don't know, Yusik Mario, tama ba yun? Nasa 2 pesos lang ang nuclear compared to 6 pesos or coal, LNG and others?
It's still difficult po to project because the actual delivery of the project will dictate our price.